Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the hardest card games to get into, but the meta changing continuously, it is hard to keep up with. Over the past 2 years, people have been challenging themselves with the sealed only challenge, trying to make a competitive deck out of scratch. Well, I'm here to have a try at it. Using only the budget of $20 Australian a week, I'm going to be making a deck made in 2014 playable in today's current format. Hello, and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only. Welcome back to episode 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Only here on the channel. And if you couldn't tell by the new intro, I have gotten a little bit of feedback from a few friends and I've decided to increase the budget from $10 a week to $20. Now, the reason why I've done this is because it will make things way more affordable to get, and in the future I can save up for things that is required, like Duel Devastator. I'd also like to say a really big thank you for all the support you guys have given me on my last video. From all your suggestions from deck editing to video editing, it just meant a lot to me to get this straight away. So really from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Now, last episode I asked for what build you guys would want me to go for. A train build, a machiner build, or a trap machine build. To my surprise, people want to see the trap machine builds, so I've done a bit of research, dug in the deepest, darkest corner of the internet, and the end goal for the series for this deck will be, drumroll please, Earth Machine Control, revolving around building a big board with Infinitrack cards and setting up as many interruptions as possible. So now that we know what type of deck that we want to build, let's begin our hunt for the Infinitracks. So the packs that we're going with this week is the Infinity Chasers, and the reason why is, of course, like I stated, we are going for the Infinitrax trap build. So Infinity Chasers obviously comes with Infinitrax. So we got 3 packs, and again, since I upped the budget to $20, we were able to get 3. So let's go. Satisfying opening. Oh yeah. Alrighty then. Card 1, we got Brelingus Familiar of the Evil Eye, Witchcrafter Pottery, a Hidden Armory. Ooh, we got Phantom Fortress Enter Blathian. I can't say that. Oh yes, let's go. We got Infinitrack Riverstormer. Oh yes, we're popping off already. Let's go. That is definitely a card that we can put into the deck, so we can use Giga Gear and special summon 2 of the level 4s and up them to level 5. So that can definitely go straight into the extra deck. So on to the next pack. If I can open it. There we go. Alright, pack number 2. Oh yes, let's go. We got Infinitrack Drag Shovel. We got Tanasto Gate, Bound Wand, Spell Book of Knowledge, and Infinitrack Earth Slicer. Let's go, another Infinitrack. It's a level 9, so of course it's going to be a bit harder for us to get this one out, but it's still going to be good for eventually when we can bring it out. On to the last pack now for the day. Already got 3 Infinitracks, which is pretty good. So, let's go. We got Marshalling Field, another Bound Wand, Spell Absorption, Arcanite Magician, and we got another Earth Slicer. So that's all the cards for the opening, and these will all obviously go into the binder. And then we have these 4. So I reckon the ones that we can definitely put into the extra deck is obviously Riverstormer and probably Drag Shovel. But yeah, since we have done our pack openings, let's go into the editing of the deck. So before we get into the deck profile, I just want to say that I have removed all 3 of the gadgets because of how bricky they were. So we've replaced one of the gadgets with 1 Gigano, so we're running 2 of them now. We're running 3 Giganos Mark II and 3 Giganos Mark III. Nothing much changed there. The only thing that has changed is the fact that we have 2 Giganos now. Next, for the rest of the Giga package, we have 3 Armorer, 3 Arsenal, 3 Gigora, and 3 Accelerator. Again, nothing much changed there for the Giga package. Then we got our first Infinitrack monster in the deck, which is, of course, Drag Shovel, just so we can get a level 5 body on the board and hopefully bring out new Xyz. And then we're still running 2 Swift Scarecrows. Next we have our machine assembly lines, which is of course 3 of them still, 3 limiter removals, 2 double summons, 2 fuses, and then our new spell, the 10N Gate, which will make monsters the same level by combining their levels. So say I had a level 4 and level 1 on the field, we get level 5, which will be kind of nice. Next we have Giga still, 3 of them, 2 fortresses, and 1 metal morph. So that's it for the main deck. And then in the extra deck we are now running still 3 Giga Giant X's and 3 Giga XGs. And then the new cards is of course the Infinitrack River Stormer and a Code Talker, just so that we can get a little bit more hefty beat sticks in there. But that's it. That's the deck on week 2. We're going to be taking this to, of course, locals, seeing how it goes there. But until then, I will see you guys there. Let's get it. Now for this week's locals, it is only 1 game every round, so let's see how we go. Up first, we up against Zach, playing, I kid you not, a deck titled He Is Coming. We won the die roll and decided to go first. We started by using double summon to bring out a Giorgano Mark III and used Accelerator's effect to special summon itself. After that, we linked them both into a Code Talker. We then, thanks to double summon, were able to bring out a second Mark III and use its effect to bring out another Mark III from grave. Now Code Talker's effect is live since there is someone underneath his link arrow, protecting him from battle and card destruction. He started his turn by summoning a baby Zark Dragon, as I like to call it, and used its effect adding 0 to hand. He then set a Pendulum Scale and Pendulum Summon 5 monsters, and he came. He went into battle, destroyed both my Mark IIIs, and then in the addition of my turn, as soon as I summoned something, he used that he came monster effect and just cleared my board. So we did the smartest thing we could. We scooped. Game 2, we are up against Eli playing Virtual World. How this deck lost his last round? No one knows. I lost the die roll, he went first. He built a Virtual World board having Zolkin, Crystal Wing, Beatrice, and number 3 Cicada King, which then special summoned back a Scary Moth, which says no. In our turn, all we could do was activate Machine Assembly Line, set a card face down, and end. For the rest of the game, I was just stalling, but eventually he punched me for game, making us lose game 2. Game 3, we are up against the Blue Eyes deck who won the die roll, and he brought out Chaos Max Dragon in his first turn, which may I say is the most stupidest card ever made. It does double piercing damage and has 4,000 attack points. Why is this a thing? Why? We were able to beat over it though, thanks to a top deck of limiter removal. We used Giant X to beat over it, but his following turn, he brought out another one, so we scooped again. In game 4, we are up against a newer playing the Machina Structure deck, so we did the best we could help him out without playing for him. In our turn, we summoned out Giant X, and used Machine Assembly Line with a set Gigano Gear in the end phase. In his turn, he summoned a Machina Soldier and special summoned Radia from his hand, and then this turn. In addition, the next turn, we got a search for X-Giant, and got a Code Talker and X-Ray on the board, which ended up beating over all of his monsters, so on his turn, he just scooped. Final game of the night, we are up against a Sacred Beast deck. He won the die roll and took control of the game as soon as he started playing, with the Spirit Gate spell cards, and he opened up with a Hammond and Raviel and a set trap card, which just has the most ridiculous effect where when you control 2 Sacred Beasts, you gain life points for every monster's attack. That is just stupid, may I say. But since he got that on the field, he had control of the duel for the rest of the game. We tried to beat over his big sacred beast, but we couldn't. So his turn, he brought out 2 Uriahs and was able to punch us for game thanks to a effect of one of the sacred beast, which when you discard it, you can attack every monster with Raviel. It's pretty stupid. So our record is going to be taking a big hit today, but we are going to catch up to it at some point in the future. But for now, let's open up some prize packs. That sucks. Can't really play. After that big hit to our record today, it is clear that we are missing at least a win condition or a monster that can beat over all these ridiculous powerhouses that people are getting out these days. So next week, we're going to get our gears grinding, remove the dust off our deck, and bring our record back up to scratch. If you did enjoy this week's episode, don't forget to leave a like for them good luck points when we open a pack next week, and hit the big red subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'm out. Peace.